Hi, this is Chris with RoboSprout and RoboSprout.com. Just thought I'd give you a quick run through here of the mods I did to this Manncorp 384V pick and place machine. So it originally came to us with these feeders here, which is quite a few, and it's pretty nice auto feeders. They're a bit expensive. They're the Autotronic ones. I don't necessarily know that they're worth the money, but they are a bit expensive and kind of not easy to come by. Now, in order to add another bay of these like this, they wanted approximately $32,000 was the quote I got. So I decided, after doing a bit of research, to use the Siemens feeders, some triple lane Siemens siplace feeders, which are older than this machine even, but they're widely available and they work really well actually. So what I had to do was, there's a triggered low pulse when this machine wants to advance. Whenever it needs to advance one of these, there's a pulse that comes through and it's steered. So I basically had to demux it, put it back into through the smoothie here, and then that sends a serial signal from the smoothie board. So it comes from the pick and place here with the parallel cables. It goes into the smoothie board, which when it's triggered sends a G-code response, which comes out this serial here, and which I hacked into this nano, into the RxTX, and then that drives the feeders directly, which are in the back of the machine here. And so this was the rack I built. Had it plasma cut out of steel. There's also, it's hard to see, but there's some 3D printed parts underneath, which make it so that all the extra parts come out the bottom. They go around the back, so the old waste tape comes out instead of being fed just into the machine into nowhere. So that was one little thing. So I had to make it fit in here, I had to make it electrically work, I had to make it advance when it wanted to be advanced for a new part to be put forward. And then currently I'm just using this mount holding the parts, which actually came with the machine. And it's got all these. So I added 30 feeders here for about $2,000, everything all in. There was a lot of work, which now, if when I add this next bay, which I'm planning a bay on the side right now, I have 5 feeders already for it and a plate cut and everything. It's going to cover up that whole area. This isn't totally the final install. I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm still in the testing phase and getting everything working. So it's fully running now. I have a board in here. This is a Smoothieboard V2. I've already done the back side of it and flowed it. This is the top, the paste is on there, the MCU is already on, so it saves some time. And so let's fire it up and get it going. So we come over to the machine, and this is how it looks. So you hit start. Actually, we've got to verify here that the board is locked in, because here's the lock. Board's locked in, board's in place. All right, so now we go to start. There was already an operation. I want to restart the production, yes. So now it's going to find the fiducials, and it aligns for everything, puts the nozzle in, and it starts going. Now, as you can see, it's pulling from the back right now, and it's working fine. So it's doing exactly the mod I needed it to do. It does still miss quite a few, but so does the front, and largely that's a tuning thing more than it is a mechanical or an electrical thing. It has to do with the vision and the actual location and the height you're picking from and the place you're picking from. All of that makes more of a difference than what's going on mechanically. But they are advancing, they are doing what they're supposed to. It's also working still with the front ones just fine. The machine doesn't know the difference. It doesn't have some smart feeder functions like, self-identifying. I can't just slap them in and, say what ones are in here. I have to actually go through and program everything in. But it is fully working. It's doing the tops of the boards. I'm still in the first 10, so there's quite a bit of, adjustment and cleanup and getting everything going. But it is doing what it's supposed to do. The smoothie board's doing its job. I made this custom adapter board to go between. And like I said, this is a Bill Schultz Siemens controller board, which was a product that came out of Open Pick and Place in order to be able to use these feeders with the open pick and place ecosystem. So as you can see, everything works out great. I could hypothetically put, you know, another 60 feeders, 64 or 66 feeders onto here actually. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add, well, I'm adding 3 onto this side, or 5 more onto this side right now, which is gonna be 15 lanes. And then I'm going to add about 8 single lane 12-16 feeders, which are the 12 millimeter wide and also 16 millimeter wide tapes. Because currently I am still hand placing a few parts that are wider, and I'm not doing anything off the tray yet. I still haven't programmed that in, but that's coming soon. So, all right, just thought I'd show you the work that was done. So it's been a long time getting this going, but it's great that it's up and running now. It's saving me about 30 minutes per board on each of these. I was doing hand placing under a microscope that I no longer have to do. So this is well worth my time involved and well worth the money.